Hello, and welcome. Welcome to True Inspiration. I am Dr. Kashna Walsh, giving you all the insights that you need to live a great life. Now, I had so many topics that's come in, people asking me to talk about. So I'm just going to go in order of the way they came. So the first one that came in a few weeks ago, that I'm just catching up with now, is something about efforting, versus mindset. So when I say efforting, what we're meaning is working hard, working hard to get the things that you want to get. You've always been told you got to work hard for money. You got to work hard to get the success you want. You got to work, you want to work. And I don't know about you, but personally, I don't like working hard. I like to work. I don't mind working on the things that I want to work on. But when it comes on going to work and doing a job that I don't even want to do, or seeing people that I don't even want to see, or doing things that I don't even want to do, I don't want to do it. Just the thought of doing it is hard to me. Yeah. So then showing up and actually doing it can be quite hard. So I understand when people go, oh, yeah, how was your day today? Oh, same old, da, 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 da. And you hear the heaviness of everything that they've done because they had to go to work. And not only is it hard physically sometimes, but it's the emotion around it, that's causing a lot of the struggle. And when you go to work, if you want to attract really good fortune and good health and wealth and relationships and fun in your life and ease and flow and just the enjoyment of life, where they, yeah, if you want to attract that, it's important that you're in spaces that are allowing you to do that, or you are putting yourself in a frame of mind in order to allow that to happen. So it's not just the efforting that's going to get you there. In fact, the efforting is only going to get you there 1% of the time. Okay? Because when you push and 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 you push, eventually something's going to pushing back at you. Okay? So that is where the struggle and the hardship comes from. But if you have a mindset that things are working out for me, this always works the way I want it. I have the job that I want. I am really enjoying the space that I'm in, and even though you may start off not enjoying something, you can do your best at it and put your mind to it to make sure that you do enjoy it because you know how to do it. It's like being with yourself. It's like getting home to yourself and going, I love me so much that wherever I am, I'm going to make sure I'm having fun. So, regardless of, okay, this is not the outcome I want long term, but right now, this is where I am. So you bring yourself into the present moment and become your best version of yourself. Because in that present moment, as you create the best version of yourself to do the best job possible within the environment that you are in, whatever the environment is, then you are basically creating the energy to create, even to attract better. Does that make sense? Well, you're not going to respond to me because this is just me making a video, but I hope that makes sense. So it's trying to put the efforting aside and really build the mindset. Because when you can build a positive, strong, beautiful, fun, exciting, life loving, you yourself loving, self loving mindset, then life is easy. And you probably recognize there's a trend in the talks that I do. It always comes back to you because you have to take yourself everywhere you go. So if you go, people go, oh yeah, I need a holiday. You just need to get away from here. But you got to take yourself on holiday. You take yourself on holiday and okay, you're in a nice environment and then something happens. And you go, oh, that happened. And yeah, the holiday was nice, but this thing happened because you're attracting stuff to you. Wherever you go, the same energy follows, and you're going to attract things, those things. So you ever notice somebody who is always negative, and things always happen? So they always have something to reaffirm their negativity. And this is what I'm talking about. So if you start just changing your mindset, even just a little every day, catching yourself when you're speaking, am I speaking something negative that is going to give something positive to my life or to the life of anyone else when I open my mouth? Then if it's not, then I should shut my mouth and not say anything and then go within myself and clear that up. Where is that coming from? Why do I feel I need to belittle people or put things down or have something to say to make things look worse than they are? we all know ourselves. I remember for myself, before I was checking my words, it was and even now, some of the times I catch myself doing it, just judging people or judging a situation or just judging something. And people say that you don't, it's inevitable that we're going to judge, and probably it is, but you don't have to be doing it 24/7. Sometimes you see people coming down the street, somebody walking towards you, and you're looking at them and you're judging them before you even know them. Okay, so maybe your intuition is picking up on something, but it's always good, yes, to be aware, but also to give the benefit of the doubt, to allow someone to be. Allow people to be who they are, whether you like it or you don't like it. And if you don't like it, then you move yourself away from the environment if it's causing you stress. But you might learn something, okay? Because the idea is not to run away from the stresses and the strains and all of that, because life comes with all of that. But some people handle it differently to others. Some people have a mindset that just deals with things as they come, and others just wallow in the self-pity, in the stress, in the worry, in the lack of not having the things that they want. So take that in, if you don't mind, and really think about how to improve the outcomes in your life based on what you're thinking, what you're doing, what you think, okay, do I have to work hard to get what I need to get? Do I? Do I? You see people with successful businesses, for example, do they have to work hard to get that? Of course, they have to work hard, but it doesn't have to feel like work. If you're passionate about something and you're really enjoying it and you're putting your heart and soul into it, the day can come to an end and you go, wow, I was really into that. I was being present with it, and I was really enjoying it because I was taking the love within me and letting that go to work in the environment that I was in, and that I continue to be in. So when you can really get that self-love turning away and loving on yourself and really enjoying this in yourself in any space, then it doesn't matter what you're doing. It makes it effortless. Okay. So it's in the resistance that we suffer, because they say what you resist persist. What you push at pushes back at you. Every time there's a force pushing in that direction, Einstein says a positive and equal force is coming right back at you. So don't push. It's like when you clap your hands, you hear that noise. That is the opposite stuff coming back at you. It's the opposite energy. Or when you even don't even have to clap your hands, but you sort of bring your hands together and just you can feel the energy between them. Because there's life, there's energy around, even though we can't see it, it's there. Okay. So the effort that you're putting in has to be almost like inspired. If it's not inspired, it's not going to be stress-free. It's going to feel like work. But when it's inspired, it's almost like you kind of go on a flow, like a river goes down, the water goes down, flows down easily, and you don't have to like waft it down. It just flows right down. And your life becomes like that when you start thinking in a specific way, but it's your mindset. So mindset, start with your thoughts. Start with what you're speaking, because you're speaking in two ways. First, it's coming out of you, out of the abundance of the heart. The mouth speaks. Those are the words from the Bible. And also, not only when you speak it, you put it out there, but you also hear it. So you're putting back into your subconscious the very thing that you say. So it's best not to say things out loud. It's best to hold them in, mulch over them, make sure that this is what you wanna present to the world and to yourself. Because as you present it to yourself, you present it twice. You present it out here and you present it in here. So, if and when you do say things, for example, I'm such an idiot, it's out there. You can't recapture it, but you can go, oh, that's interesting. Where did that come from? Why do I feel like I'm an idiot? Okay, why are those words wired inside of me that they came out so easily without me even being able to catch them? And the next time when you bring yourself out to that awareness of the words coming out, you that is a start. That is the start of the transformation right there, because you'll catch it again a little next time. Maybe not you probably won't catch it as quick, but each time you'll be more aware of it and more aware, and then one day you'll catch it and you won't say it. Okay. And then you'll go back inside yourself and you go, oh, you keep working at it. The important thing is not to push it away, is to pull it towards you, is to go, okay, that happened. Now let's face it. Let's look at it. Let's welcome it. Let's go, okay, wherever you come from, and follow the path to where it comes from. And most of us, if we think about a big trauma that happened to us, most of us, it's from somewhere in childhood, where somebody bullied you, or somebody called you names, or you got physically molested or interfered with in some way that affected you psychologically and went deep into your subconscious. So you're now in protective mode. So instead of waiting for somebody to call you stupid, you almost just do it yourself, because self-preservation, because it's easier if you say it than when somebody else says it. You know, see, people always put themselves down. You give them a compliment and they go, oh no, I'm not this, I'm not that. I'm just thinking, you're meant to be able to take on these positive things that people give you without deflecting them back, or you give somebody something and they feel like they have to give you something back in return, or then, you know, like how much was it so I can give you the money back? You know, that's such a common thing in the country I am in. It's like, it's a gift. It's a gift. What, I don't want any money from you, you know? And so it's when you're doing those things, trying to give somebody something back because they gave you something, you're thinking, why? Why am I doing that? Why do when I feel enough and deserving enough to say, thank you. Thank you so much for thinking of me. Thank you for that. Oh, wow. That's so good. And then inside yourself going, wow, yes, I do deserve that. I do deserve that. And the universe does look out for me. And look at this. This is amazing. You celebrate those moments as opposed to going, oh, no, it's okay. What can I get you? Oh, let's go get her something. Or, you know, no, 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 no. Just receive. So just look at moments that you are finding that yourself, things are just sticky and you're stressful, and you're realizing that, okay, they're stressful for a reason. It's because there is some program inside of your mind that is not in congruence with what you're trying to accomplish. Okay. So I'll talk about business because obviously I'm in the middle of setting up, you know, I'm in the middle of my own business, and I'm creating a new, I just created this new program. And, you know, so sometimes you get into the business and you're like, wow, I wonder if anybody is going to get what I'm trying to put out here, and are they going to come in and receive it and sign up to it, and you know, and sometimes my mind would run all over the place, but then I'm thinking, where are all those insecurities popping up from? And I can tell they come all the way from my childhood. And then because I've done the work already, instead of going, oh my God, I don't know what to do, I have the tools now to go, okay, I see where you've come from. And we don't really work like that anymore. And we work through with the tools. And then you recognize that, okay, this is just me being the observer in this situation. So instead of efforting, I then put myself in the mindset of success. What I have, people want. I just know that for a fact, because what I am giving it 10 times more potent than I had received it for myself. So I know that's what people want, especially in this world where people are just so desperate to feel less pain and less heaviness and less stress. They just want to feel free, and they just want to feel open, and just want to feel light. And oh, yes, I know that was what everybody wants. And therefore, I have that to give. So therefore, what am I worried about? Like sometimes you have those subconscious programs that keep coming up. No matter how good you are at something, those programs are still there. They're going to tear you down. All right. And they're going to make your world feel like you're pushing and you're efforting and you're struggling. And it has to be a hard work. I got to go out there and I gotta speak to 100 people, and you know, and only 10% of those are going to sign up. You hear about all this stuff. I'm thinking, no. It doesn't work like that. If your mindset is right, if you're emanating the right energy, knowing that word knowing in yourself that everything good comes to you, knowing that this is my purpose and this is what I'm put on the earth for. Therefore, it's going to flourish because I am serving humanity in a big way. So I have nothing to worry about, because when you serve, the universe gives. When you serve, the universe gives. So just remember that if you are stressing and struggling, your mindset needs a little tweaking, okay? Because life is not about stressing and struggling. It's about understanding how your mind works and how to make it work for you as opposed to against you, okay? So efforting, we don't need to do that so much. Maybe 10% of the time you need to get up and do. But the other 90% is to embody the energy, the spirit, the self of success, of love, of health, of wealth, of whatever it is that you want. Is you have to embody that, knowing that this is who you are at your core, because that God force is you. It is within you. It's within everything. It is you. And when you recognize who you are, as in I am, so they say whatever follows I am follows you. But I'm going to take it a step further. Whatever follows I am, not just follows you, is you. Is you. You just got to embrace it. You just got to accept it. You got to welcome that and feel the feelings of that. Yes. So it's like almost imagining what life would be like being free. What would you be doing? Yeah. Would you be lying on a beach? Would you be hanging out with your kids? Would you be on holiday in some exotic country? Would you be doing some sort of philanthropic something? What would you be doing? Would you be giving back to the world in a way where you, well, where you were inspired to be a better person, like I'm doing? What would you be doing? Would you be opening more businesses? Would you be, if you knew that you had everything, because that is the case, we have everything. Bill Gates, um, any of the wealthy people I kind of think of me right now, but Bill Gates so too. Steve Jobs, and oh my God, I can't think about anyone. But anyway, any wealthy person out there is no difference between you and them. There's no difference between me and them. There's no difference between you and me. The only difference, what these wealthy, successful people who live a life of ease and grace and calm, you know what they have in common? They have a powerful mindset. They have a success mindset. They got a mindset of ease, of everything comes to them. The universe provides for them. They're provided for, they're held, they're loved unconditionally. They know that the God force runs through them. They are gods. And when I say that, I know a lot of people from the church is going to not be, but people, we are gods. We're an emanation of God. I'm not saying we are just one God ourselves, but we are an emanation of God. We're all a combination of God. And we just need to embrace that. Open your mind to that and feel the power that surges through you. That makes you know that, wow, I really have this. When Jesus said, greater things you will do than I have done, he knows what he's talking about, because he was way before, oh, he's not even way before his time. He's just, his mindset was totally off the clock. People just couldn't get him. He was just, people are finding it difficult in this day and age. Can you imagine what he had gone through? No wonder they crucified him. Well, you know what I'm saying? But he is the most valuable, the biggest teacher that we have, along with Krishna and Buddha and all of those other people that have come and gone. They are they were here to teach us this lesson, that we have this being surging through us. And if we just stop telling ourselves some silly stories that, oh, my dad did this to me, therefore I'm not good enough and I've got to close myself off to the rest of the men in the world, or my mom did this to me, therefore I don't trust women, or I don't trust people doing this and I don't trust that. Those are stories. Those are stories you're meant to learn from. And it's not that I don't empathize. I do. But there comes a time when you have to stop crying all over yourself and start doing something in order to rise yourself to the next level. I understand sometimes we're addicted to the pain. We're addicted to to people going, oh, oh, because it kind of soothes us. But there comes a time you have to grow past that now. You can't live your life just being wanting to be soothed all the time. Soothe your own self and grow so that you can actually glow to help somebody else in the world who's feeling like that and lift them up. That's our purpose, is to lift each other up, to get back to the true self. So once we do that, life becomes a breeze. You feel like even if you have to go to work, even if you do go to work, you don't feel like you have to, but you feel like, wow, I get to go to work. This is really exciting. I really love my job. And then you also get attracted to the job that you really love. You're not going to be staying put in a job you hate, because your energy is different. Somebody's either going to seek you out, or you're going to go, ooh, there's a job that's come up over here. I'm just going to take this. Or something changes within the dynamics of the job that you currently have, and you start enjoying yourself because you just change your mindset. Okay. Whoever used to bother you in the job, they probably leave, or you get a job somewhere else, or they come on board to what you're doing. You both inspiring each other. You both lift. But energy attracts energy. Like energy attracts energy. So if you're in a positive state, the people around you are going to be writhing like worms with salt. You know, they're going to be writhing. They won't like it. And eventually they either have to leave, or you leave, or they got to come around and balance, and each other, and it balances. But you must never sacrifice your high energy for somebody else's low one, because in sacrificing yourself and going low to them, you're basically taking the energy down in yourself and in the world. Okay, so it doesn't mean you can't be sympathetic or empathetic, but you have to bring some positivity to lift everybody out of that space and not just join them down there and start wallowing and moaning. You have to bring the positivity and raise the vibration in order to help. Okay, so if you're not in a position to help people because your vibration is not strong enough, then it's best just to observe and send love from a distance. Okay, until you can go in and just give a hug and just not say anything, and then separate yourself, but send love. See them in the best light. See them being the best version of themselves. When you can see people like that, then you are then supporting them. They might not feel that. If you say it out loud to them, they think, oh, you're not understanding me. Well, you don't have to say it. Just think it. Just think it. Because people want you to wallow with them in their mess. But no, that mess is supposed to bring a message. There's a message in every mess. So when people are wallowing, they're just not, they either don't know, or they just don't want to. They just don't know how to get out of it. So it's up to you. You want your energy to high and soar and surge, then just recognize, because to recognize these things. And when your energy is high, your life is high. Okay. And this is what the 10% of the world knows, which is why 90% of the world suffers, because only 10% of the world actually take action on this. Some of us hear it, but we just never take action because we don't know how to start, or we're in an environment where it's impossible to start. But it isn't impossible, because you control your mind. You control your mind. Just stop speaking at every, it's like, I tell a friend of mine, like, you don't have to say anything because somebody said something, especially if it's gonna trigger you to the point where you have to just sit with it, sit with what's been said, settle your pride down, because, it's almost this ego thing. It's like you feel like you have to say something. Settle your ego down, because you are trying to get yourself to a different level, a different dimension. So just set yourself down and just let that settle inside of you. That discomfort to what somebody said. Let that settle inside of you and go, I wonder, oh, why do I feel this way about it? Why do I feel this way about it? Start asking yourself those intelligent questions as opposed to, how dare you? Da 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 da. Fine. Da 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 da. And then reacting. Nobody's getting anywhere. It's just like everybody just in the mess, just one big mess. So let's get the message from the mess and then move to the next level. And once you start living in a bubble like that, in an energy sphere about that, then life becomes easy. It's not about efforting. It's about thinking, I would love that to happen. And then things just kind of put themselves in alignment for you because that's the vibration that you're giving off. That's the alignment that you're giving off. So it has to be attracted to you. And so, yeah, life is not hard. It's only hard when you make it so. Okay? Your efforting is just, that's up to you. Some people like to work hard, but people love it. And if you love it, it works exactly the same because if you love it, you're putting that sort of energy into it and you love what you're doing. Some people just love to be busy, 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 busy. That's completely okay. I don't mind a little busy, but I like to chill as well. And I like to sit and I like to observe things. I like to read and I like to take my time, you know? And I find that the more I become who I am meant to be, the more I am able to do all these things because then my alignment is for that. And so my world also fits that alignment that I come into. So I hope this is ringing some truth for you. And if you need more help with this, then you know where to find me. You can leave a message in the comments here, and we can hook up through my website on one of the calls. So Discover Ignition calls. If you need some RTT to break free of any limiting beliefs that you might be having. Because once you have blocks, you cannot move. You cannot move. You need to get around them. And even if you move and you get somewhere, you find that you can't get to the next hurdle because they're going to slow you down. But when you get those blocks out of the way, it's like you're flying, man. You're just gone and everything just happened for you and things, you're just gone. So, yes, so RTT can help to remove those blocks and limiting beliefs. And also, we have just started our 10-week ascension pathway. It's a coaching pathway under the umbrella of Grow2Glow. It's all about growing so we can glow as beautiful, glorious beings. And so it takes you from feeling despondent, feeling mediocre, feeling stressed, feeling angst, feeling the heavy life, the 3D life. It's like living this physical body alone and not living in the energy being that you are, the massive energy being. It's about learning how to live in that energy being so that you can manipulate the energy around you so that your life just moves as a breeze. Your physical body glows, your friendships glow, your relationships glow, your future, your success, your business, whatever it is that you've got going on, and your money is flowing too, baby. So, yes, book one of those. The ignition call is for the coaching, and a discovery call is for the RTT. But if you go on the website, you'll see it all makes sense. And I look forward to hearing from you. And if you have not subscribed yet to this channel, please do so now. I'll wait for you to do it. Go on, press that little button. Press it. Go on, I'll give you a minute. Okay, thank you very much. And also like this video if you found it useful. And again, till the next time, not sure what the topic's going to be, but I'm sure it's going to be something that somebody wants to hear. And I thank you for being here and for your support and sending you lots of love and big hugs. Till next time.